Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So on today's video, we are going to proceed with our employees management system. So as you can see, we have a list of employees under HR and payroll. We have holidays where you can create holidays. We have leave adjustments. You can actually do leave adjustments within the system, and you can see the leave adjustment entries, whether it was a leave adjustment that is negative leave adjustment and positive leave adjustment, and the kind of employee who actually effected the adjustment, whether it was a leave application or it was an adjustment done by the HR. Then we also have the leave balances. You can see the leave balances for all the employees. Then we also have the leave periods. So you can see the leave periods, and the HR can create the leave periods. Then we have the leave applications module where you can have the leave types. So you can see the leave types, add a new leave type. You can also have a leave applications where you can create a leave application. So you can see, you can select the employee, the leave date, days, the start date, end date, the leave duration, whether it is a full day, the annual leave type, that is the leave type, the attachment, and even save the application. Then we have the approved leave applications. So when you create leave applications, this can be approved. And you can see we have the status here approved, and we have filtered also the rejected leave applications. You can see we have the rejected one. Then we have the leave security, that is the system security, where we have the system users. You can add a new user to the system, and you can select the role. Then we have the system roles, all the roles within the application. You can see all the roles. We also have the system profiles. So these are kind of the task and the subtasks that can be done within the application. We also have the system audits. So every kind of entry that is being done in the application, we are actually logging them. So you can see we have the entry details. Then we also have the user roles. So you can see here we were assigning manually, but we'll be doing away with this. We were actually doing one by one assignment, but we actually figured out the best way to do it is to come to users, that is to come to user the system roles, and you can click assign rights. Then we should be able to do multiple assignments. So as you can see here, we have the main module, like the employees management. We have a view, leave. So here you can add the submodules. For example, leave management, we have the leave types, which is submodule, and the leave application. Then we have the different actions that can be done, and you can see it is actually ticked. That means everyone who has this right can be able to see all these details. But we have not actually tied these rights to the application. We'll be doing that in our next series. So we also have under system administration, you have the designations. We also have the departments. We also have the banks for the employees. You can also have the countries. We also have the towns or cities. We also have the system codes. So all the codes that you are using within the system is actually listed here. And you also have the system code details. So on today's video, let's just go and start cleaning our application. So as you can see, we have, when you add new employee, you're able to choose the date, time, then you're able to save the employee photo. So today I want us to do some, that is small items. So within the employee, you can see we have these details. So there are some details that you can actually add within the employee so that we don't, so that we ensure that we have all the details within the employee card. So as you can see, we might have missed some of the information, and one of the information that we don't have here are related to maybe the tax or the payroll information. One is whether these employee pays taxes, whether they have the disability, whether they have, so we've actually done the banks. So we should be able also to tie this bank to the branches in case we have the bank branches. So another thing that we have done is we have managed to capture the employee, that is the leave details, but not on these points. So So what I want us to do within this CRUD is to add. So let's just go to our employees. That is our application, and I want us to modify some details. So I'll just go to our leave application controller. That is our employees controller. Then within this employees controller, we have so under leave model. Under employees model. Let's just go and add some details. So here, I want us to add, so as you can see, we have the allocated leave days and the leave outstanding balances. So I want us to add some information here. I want us to add, let's say here, pays tax. So we want to know if these employee pays taxes. So we can do that, pays taxes. You can say pays tax. Then another thing is I want us to consider whether the employee is disabled or not. So we need to capture the disability details. So you can say disability type. So I want us to have the type of disability. Here we will say disability ID. Then we'll capture all the options of disability within our system codes. So after that, let me zoom this so that you're able to see it. Also, let me zoom that. So after that, I want us to also capture, let's also have a disability certificate. So if someone is disabled, we should be able to have the disability certificate indicated certificate. So they should give us the disability certificate. Then another thing is, so this one will be, let's just have it as string. So since we have this information, I also want us now to add, so we've captured all this information. So let's just do one thing. So I also want us to add the salary scale for this employee. So, but before that, I want us to let's just do that. Then we'll be updating our salary scales so that you're able to tie the salary scales to employees. So let's just run the migration for this model and the changes that you have done. So I'm going to do add migration, then we'll say employee disability details. So if I just do that, press enter, our migration file should be generated, and we should be able to update our database with the new details. So our table employees will be updated with the new details. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like our videos, and we should be good to go. So as you can see, our file is being generated, and there we go. You see, this is the file. It has been generated and all the details that are there. So I want us to do one thing. I want us to run the update database command to update our table, employees table, with the new details. So we should be able to update our employees table with the new details. So the next thing that I want us to do is after that goes well, so you can see it has run and we are doing altering of our table employees with the new columns. So let's just go now to our employees form, and create. We should be able to add the new fields. So I'm going to add the new fields. One is I am going to add the disability type here. So I'm going to do here. So I'm going to do disability type ID. And one thing that you should know that this is a drop-down list. So we are going to pick the disabilities from our system codes. So I'm going to also duplicate this, and we have it here. So then we can say this disability certificate. They should give us the disability certificate. because they have. So for now, this one I'm going to do as an input. So I'm going to replace, let me copy one that is already there. So I'm going to do disability certificate should be this disability. Sorry, I think we've replaced the wrong one. So I'm going to copy this line here, then I'm going to replace it here. Then here I'll just say this is a disability. This is a disability certificate. So I'm going to update this here. Then I'm updating this here. So we should, now this should be okay. So the next thing that we should do, we should copy these two. We ensure it is part of the details here. So I mean let's just add it on the edit when you are editing the employee. So I should just add it here. I think there are some information that are missing here and we should be able. So let's just do this. Our employee edit form is not complete. So let's just copy the create. So I'm going to copy the create, this one, form. Then I'm going to copy everything here, come to edit. Then I'm going to come here and we should be able to replace this. So let's just, I want to minimize this. So let's just replace this, all of these details here. So I want us to replace this with our form. So up to here. So let's just do that. So we should be okay now. Our field should be okay. So, and we can say here is update employee. Then our title here should be update employee details. So if we do that, it should be okay now. So we should go to our employees controller. Then we need to load our list of disabilities here. So what we should do is I'm going to copy one of these. I should add our view data. Then we should say here disability. So we should call it disability ID. So the same way we've called it on our selection here on the form. Let's just confirm. So this is the disability ID. And we should replace it with our, so we should actually do it here. And the system code detail, then we should say we want, this is a disability types. So then we want to display the description and the ID. So we should also copy these and have it on our create. So you can see here, we have it here. But now here we can actually now do, we can do this. So we say employee, then we'll say disability ID. So if we do that, that is okay. So let's just launch our app and we should be able to add an employee with the new disability details. So let's just do that. I'm adding. Let's launch the app and we should add our employee, and we can actually have a breakpoint here so that we see what is happening. So if you're new to this channel and you like our videos, subscribe, comment down below on what you want us to cover. So I'm going to log into my application. So if I click sign in, let me just confirm my password. Yes. Yes, there we go. So I'll come to HR and payroll, then leave application. As you can see, everything is okay. So if I click add new, I should be able to see our new fields. So you can see we have the disability type and the disability certificate. So what I want us to do is we need to add, you see we don't have the drop down is empty. So you should be able to add them on the system codes. So I can add new, Then I'll say disability types. So this is a disability type. So what did we call it? We called it, let's just confirm, we called it disability types. So that is what we should actually now create on our. Then if we click create, we should have our disability types entry here, and we should also now tie it with the options. So if I click a system code, I should choose disability types, and I can say earring. So this is earring, and we can have this as one. So if we create that, we should have our disability type called earring. I can also add another one. Can say walking. I also have walking. We can say this is 2. So if we create that, I should also do another one. I can say seeing. So this is my types. So you can provide your own types. So if I click that, then if we go now to our employees, I should be able to see those options. So you can see I have the earring, walking, seeing. So I can create another employee. So I'll just do that. Let's say this is 20. Then I can do Aaron. So I'll say Mwangi. Can do here Karanja. So I'll also do my phone number, provide my phone number, email address, the country, the date of birth. You can see I have my date of birth there, employment date, the address. So I'll just provide some random characters, department, designation, bank account, international bank account, SWIFT code, NHIF number, NSSF number, company email address, the PIN number, the passport number, the employment terms, or the contract. Then we can now choose our disability type, and we can have our certificate. Then you can also choose a photo. So I'm going to choose a photo. So I'll just choose one of my photo here. Then if I click create, we should be able to see we now have our disability type ID. So let's just confirm. You see this is the disability type, and we have the certificate here. So if I just create, our application should create our new employee. So let's just confirm. So we have, you see this is our new employee. We have Aaron Mwangi Karanja, and we have the status. So I want also to add, so that is how you can add the details. So if we click on view, so let's just click on view. You see we have these details but are not well aligned. So let's just clean our details page. So I'm going to go to our details page here, and I'm going to change this. So let's just say these employee details. Then we can have here, so let me just do away with this. Then we can have this as I'm going also to do away with this. Then I can do here call. I'll just do column D12. Then we have the row. So on this one, I'm going to do here a 6. I'm going to do MD6. Then I want to do something. So this one I'll do div. This one I also do div. Then I want to do here also div. Then I'll do table row. So I want to do table row. So, sorry, this should be table row. And we should close it here. Yes. So if I do that, then inside here, I'll want to do table header. So I want to arrange this in a table. So I'll just do table header. Then inside here, I'll have my employee name. So this is it. Then I'll also have I'll do now table data and table data here, table header and table data. So here I'll also do display. So I'll do here now display for. So that is it. So if I do that, I should be able to. So I should be able to have. So let me just do that and close this. So this will be. Yes, so let's just do that. So I should copy this, or we can just see how it looks now. Let me just remove that, then apply my changes. Then you should be able to see how that all looks. So let's just see if everything is, if it will refresh. There we go. So you can see our employees. So we have employee number, and the employee number is at the top here. So what I want us to do here is, so this is div class. Let's just do that. But I want this to be in a table. So I'll just have this as a table. So the same way we have it here. So let me just copy what we have on our header here. So you see this. I want us to have this is this table. So I want us to display the details in a table. Then I'm going to remove this. So we will have the table row, table head, and the table data. So then I'm going to close our table here. So then close that. Then I want us also to close this, and you should close that as well. So let's just see how that looks. So if we go back here, we should be able to have our form now. You see, it is the employee number, then we have the employee number in front. So what I want us to do is, if we copy this, if we copy this, let's just do here this one, or we can, let's just add another here. We see how it will go. Then that will be our first name, and this is our first name. So if we do that, let's just update and see how it will arrange us the details. So you can see we now have employee number, first name here. But now I want us to have only two rows. So I'll just do away with. So I'll just do away with this, and here I'll have another div. I'll do class, then call md, then it's do 6. Then here I'll now have my details. So this one, what should happen actually is we should have, let's just change this. We should have our table inside here. We should have our, let's just do away with this. We should have our, let's see how we can. I'm doing that. Then we have our table here. Let's just have this as MD12. Then I want to have another, it should be another table row here. So I can do it here first name, and I can have your first name. So we'll have the table row. All of them is within our table. Then if we do that, I think it should come down here. So you can see we now have employee number and the first name. But I believe we should be having two of them here. So that should be the case. that way. Then if we do that, I should be having another table row here. Then these will be, so we've done first name, so I'll do middle name. We'll do middle name. This is middle name. And I'll also do last name. Last name. Here as well, last name. So if we do that and update our application, we should have, so you're trying to find the best way to have our details. You can see, I think this is now the best way. We have employee number and the rest. So let's just arrange these now to look the same way. So I'm going to copy this as well, paste it down here. So we've done away with the first name up to the last name. So I'm going to remove that. So we can do phone number. I'm going to do here phone number. Here another one, phone number here. Then another thing is email address. So we'll do email address. So email address. We'll do email address. Email address. We can also do company email address. So I'm going to paste it here and zoom a bit. So we'll have the company email. We'll also do company email. We'll also do I'll also do what else? Country. I'll also do country here. So country, we'll have our country here. Then we can do here name. That is the value. Then I'm also going to copy this and paste it here. So we'll be doing the date of birth. So I'll do here date of birth. I'll also do date of birth. Then here we can do employment date. Can do here as well employment date. Employee. Well, that is employment date. Then once we have that, I can also have employment terms. So I'll do here employment terms. Employment terms. Then here I'll just do employment terms. And I need now to provide the value. So I'll just do dot description. Then what other thing we need? We need the address. So I'm going to do away with this. We've captured almost all of them. So I'll just capture the address as well. So that is the address. I'll also have here the address. So I'm also going to duplicate this and have it here. So we can have the department. I'm going to have the department. Then I can do department. Then you can have dot name. So there we go. Then we have the designation. So I'm going to do here designation. And here we'll have designation. Then dot name. So if we do that, I'm also going to do, so I'll do away with these others. So let's just remove this. So do away with that. And we can format now our application. So let's just confirm if everything is closed. I think it's okay. So we can remove the others. So I'm going to remove these two here. I can have it that way. So we should remove this. So the next thing is we can add other details. So let's just confirm here. So what other thing can we add here? So if someone has a disability, we see we have the KRA PIN. We can add the KRA PIN. So I'm going to do KRA PIN. We can also do another thing here. We can do NSSF number. NSSF number. We can do NSSF number. There we go. We can also do, let's just add another one. So let's just confirm which other details. The bank, so we can do the bank. Then we can capture the bank number, the bank name, I mean, and the number. So if we do that, then we can also capture the bank account. So here you'll say bank account. Then I'm going to duplicate this. We can have IBAN. Can have IBAN there. International bank. Then we can also have allocated leave days. You can have it here. So I'm going to have that for now, but we'll be improving these in our next series. So keep watching. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. We notice most of you guys are watching our videos and you've not subscribed. So if you are one of them, please consider subscribing and like our videos. So if we do that, we also have, let's also capture, let's see, gender. So let's do here gender, and we can do here gender. And we can say name. So if we do that, I'm now going to, so this will be description. This should be gender, then dot description. So if we do that and refresh our application, we should be able to see that our details will be rearranged based on how we want. You see now, this looks a bit better. We have our employee details, last name, and it has been arranged that way. So another thing that I want us to do is when you are creating holidays, so we can actually change this to only display start date, and that is date without the time. So let's just go to our holidays and create. Then here we can just do here type. Then we can just have it as you can say is equals to, can have it as date. So if we do that, we should be able to see only the dates. So if I refresh our app, we should be able to see, you can only select the dates, as you can see now. So if I do this, I can add another, I can also change the title. We have it as add new holiday. So let's just do away with this. You can say add new holiday. So if I apply the changes here, I should be able to see all these details. Let's just confirm. There we go. I can say meaty day. So meaty day, this is when you are planting trees, in case you have those days where you have an a day to just plant trees. You can say planting trees. So if I create, I shall have my meaty day, and I'll have my description and the details. So there is also one thing that I wanted us to do is, let's just confirm on our leave application. There's somewhere we were missing the attachment. Yes. So under leave application, when we are adding our leave application, we were to add the attachment option. So I'm going to do something there. So let's just go to our leave applications. So for those who are watching this video for the first time, this is a continuation of our series, and you can consider watching our playlist to just keep in touch. So I'm going to change something here. On our description, I'm going to have these as a text area. So if I do that and apply the changes, we should be able to see these as a text area. So let's just confirm. So there we go. And just do here text area. and we should be okay. So let me just stop this. Then here, instead of that, I'm going to have, so we had done something on employees and attachments. So I'm going to copy what we have. So you can see it is actually input type. And here I'll just come to create, and I'm going to do here attachment. So that will be our attachment, and we can have this as a leave attachment. So if we do that, so that is our leave attachment, and is the, so we can remove the accept file. Then you can just have those. So here we'll just put, let's just have here as a, so here you'll have just input. Then now when we are attaching this, we should be able to attach now this file. So what we need to do is go to our leave controller, leave application controller, and create. So let's just, we can actually navigate through here and create. Then I'm going to have here iForm file. I'll just do iForm file. Then I'll provide my leave attachment. So this leave attachment, I'm going to also copy the code that we have on our, so this is the code. So we need to check if there is an attachment that has been provided. So I'll just do the first thing here. So here I'll now use my leave attachment. Then I'll provide it here. Then here I'll just say leave attachment. Then I'll do that. Then I can have my file name. You can see. Then this, I need to have my I configuration. So to do that, let's go to our employees controller. You'll see that we actually have it here, and we should do the same. So I'm going to have it at the top. Let me just scroll. So I'm going to have it here, and I should also do I configuration. So I'll do I configuration, then just do configuration, close that. Then I'm going to assign it here, I configuration, then that configuration. So if we go back to our add section, so I should now have my leave attachment here, and I should do that there. Then I should have this as a file. Then I'll do attachment. So attachment now, so this should be a leave application. We should now give it the name of our attachment. So I'll just do attachment, and we should provide it with the name, and we should be okay to proceed. So if I click new, I'm going to have my breakpoint here. So I'm going to have my breakpoint here. So we should be able to attach now our, our leave application when creating leave application. So we should be able to attach a file and save the file. So if you are new to this channel and you like our video, comment down below, subscribe. So I'm going to log in. So if I click sign in, so I'll just come to leave applications. Then if I say add new, you see I now have my attachment here. So I'll just select, provide the leave days, have my day there. I can do first half. Can also do here, can attach a photo, then can say save leave application. So if you see on our leave attachments, there we go. Yes, so it's missing something on our leave attachment. So let's just come back here on our leave adjustment. So the type is files. So that should not be the type. The type should be file. So we should have that as the So on our, let's just confirm what we did in our employees. So if we do that, so the only thing that is missing is, you see here, we have a leave attachment. So I want us to change something. If we go to our post method, I want us to add something. So you should be able to see that it is null, but I want us to add this. So we do post with the form data. So I'm going to also add this here. So if we do that, there we go. And I can close this. So I'm going to continue. So I'm going to stop that so that we should be able to relaunch it. So let's just confirm our form. So that is our form multipath with stroke form data. So we've added that. So let's just confirm, log in, and attach a new leave application. You see how it will go. So there we go. I'm going to log in. So if I click there, should be able to log in. Then if I come to leave applications, new leave application, can just do that. Leave days, start date, end date. There we go. Do that attachment. So I can do an attachment. Then if I save, if we come now here, we should be able to see we have our file. You see the content type, the file name, all these details. So then if we proceed, you see I'm going there, then our path, it is copying our file, and everything has gone well. You see our file name is now leave attachment underscore, then we have the Blazor series. So on that note, guys, you see now we have our file name saved to the database. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So after that, we can actually approve our leave. So if I click approve, I should be able to provide the notes. So here I'll say approved. So if we go to our leave and we have approve, you should be able to see that we are providing a text area to provide the details. So if I click approve, we should be able to save, but there's something wrong. So you see the insert conflicted foreign key leave adjustment period, the employees table DBO leave periods. So there is something that we missed. So that means every time we are approving leave, there should be a leave adjustment that is done. So let's just go to our leave adjustment. So leave adjustment, then I mean leave application, then we go to our approve leave. So under approve leave, when you're approving leave, we are actually logging leave adjustment entry. You see this? So for now, I'll just leave period, I should just do 1. So the leave period ID, so we should be able to have, so remember on our previous video, we actually created leave periods. So I will be showing you, instead of doing these are decoding, we should be able to get it from a setup. So we'll be doing a setup for our module so that we have everything done in a setup. So I'll just do that. So we'll be creating something called system settings, and we should be able to have that there. So I'll do that, then sign in. So if I come back to our leave application, I think it was approved, but now it went without leave entries. So let's just do another one. So we should always do that and ensure we don't have anything wrong. So I'm going to attach a file, do that, then save. So if we save, our file will be saved. There we go. So if we click approve, we should have these notes. So you say approved, and you can see everything has gone well. So if we go to approve leave application, we should see all the entries with our leave application. You see, these are the ones that it has the file names and attachments, you see. So I'm going to leave it there for today. So welcome back, and for those who are following this series, consider subscribing, like our video, and see you in our next series. Bye.